Okay, so we're walking around here. We're seeing some really cool stuff. So maybe we should just do a video of just like Baltimore cool stuff.
Maybe.
Not necessarily paranormal, but there's some really interesting stuff here, like all crammed into one little spot. What do you think?
Yeah.
Hello there, parapeeps, and welcome to another episode of Our Haunted Travels. I'm your host, Sean Donnelly.
I'm your co-host, Mary Donnelly.
In this video, we're just going to cover some miscellaneous stuff that we're seeing as we walk from one location to the next. Some pretty cool stuff. But before we get into that, if you're into the paranormal, history, forensic, and travel type videos,
don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ding that little bell so you'll hear from us next time we post a new video.
So big fat for instance.
Yeah.
We're here at, what is it, World Trade Center in Baltimore?
Yes.
There's a piece of the World Trade Center right over there. And would you say this is a piece of the Pentagon?
So the stones are pieces of the Pentagon.
Okay.
And this says that it's from Shanksville, but I don't know why it's granite unless it's
well,
like
it looks
from
like
where
the
they were,
memorial
like,
of the
making
Shanksville.
Memorial. Maybe it was leftover granite or something.
Yeah, that looks like the memorial wall.
It does look like the memorial wall.
Over there's a Chesapeake Light
The light
ship.
Light ship Chesapeake.
There's some kind of art right here.
Yep, and then the old power plant is now a Hard Rock.
Yeah. Hard Rock over there, old power plant. Then there's a thing up here I didn't even show Mary Ann yet. Let's go take a look at that. The Baltimore Riot Trail. You want to read that?
When Captain Albert S. Follansbee's 4 companies of the 6th Massachusetts Infantry Regiment passed here en route to Camden Station to change trains for Washington on April 19th of 1861, a pro-Confederate mob attacked with rocks and bullets. As George Wilson Booth, a state militiaman who joined the rioters, later wrote, "A soldier struck by a stone fell almost at my feet, and as he fell, dropped his musket, which was immediately seized by Edward W. Beatty, a port customs officer, who raised it to his shoulder and fired the first shot in the column. As he fired, he turned to the crowd and asked if anyone had a cartridge. I gave him 1 or 2 and showed him how to reload, then betook myself to the protection of the first doorway, thus escaping the bullets that were sweeping the street. The rear rifles faced about and delivered a volley into the crowd, who responded with pistol shots, stones, clubs, and other missiles. A perfect fusillade for the next few blocks was kept up between the troops and the outraged mob. The volley killed 20-year-old William Clark, Company C, 15th South Carolina Heavy Artillery Battalion, making him the first Confederate casualty of the war. Francis Xavier Ward was wounded as he tried to seize the regimental flag from Sergeant Timothy Crowley. Later, James Ryder Randall, a Marylander teaching in Louisiana, expressed his sympathies in the secessionist poem Maryland, My Maryland, which was the official state song until 2021.
So that was like right in here. Right?
Yep.
Combat on Pratt Street. We're on Pratt Street. Huh. That's the, over there on the other side of, that's, you can see the sign says National Aquarium. Yeah. All right, let's keep walking. Yeah, he's unhappy. I completely did not get the Coast Guard ship in video.
No.
But you got a picture of it.
I got a picture of it though.
It's a show picture.
Yeah.
So we're going down here to a museum that is closed
Until Tuesday.
until Tuesday, and we won't be here
And it's
Tuesday.
Sunday.
But it's kind of important that we go there, right?
Yep, we'll see when we get there if we tell you what it's about.
Yeah, if we make it.
Yeah.
So we made it. Star-Spangled Banner Flag House. This is actually where they sewed the Star-Spangled Banner that flew over Fort McHenry that inspired the national anthem. Yep. Too bad it's closed today.
The federal-style Star-Spangled Banner Flag House, situated at 844 East Pratt Street in Baltimore's Jonestown neighborhood, was constructed in 1793 and later occupied by flag maker Mary Pickersgill from 1807 until her passing in 1857. Originally located in the heart of Baltimore's busy downtown, this modest brick row house housed Pickersgill flag-making workshop, living quarters, and boarding rooms, which she added in 1820. The work was an amazing accomplishment for a widowed woman of her time who even bought the house outright. The famous Star-Spangled Banner was created in the summer of 1813 by Pickersgill and her family, which included her mother, daughter, nieces, and indentured servant Grace Wisher. Pickersgill and her family created a massive 30 by 42 foot garrison flag and a smaller storm flag for Fort McHenry. These flags were finished after 7 weeks and more than 1 million stitches, and one of them bravely flew over Fort McHenry during the British bombardment in September of 1814, which inspired Francis Scott Key to write the American national anthem. In addition to being a heroic monument of American history, Mary Pickersgill's achievement is a remarkable tale of female entrepreneurship in a society dominated by men. Her shop represented seamstress trade skills acquired from her mother, Rebecca Young, who had sewn flags during the Revolutionary War and fulfilled contracts for the U.S. Army and Navy. Her tenacity is demonstrated by the house where she ran a large-scale seamstress business, supported her family, and grew her business. After Mary Pickersgill passed away in 1857, the house was owned by her family until 1864, when it was occupied by several establishments including a saloon, post office, shoe repair shop, and Italian pharmacy, reflecting the shifting demographics of the neighborhood. However, during Baltimore's centennial celebrations in the 1920s, the rediscovered significance of Pickersgill's home sparked grassroots efforts to preserve the location. The house was purchased by the city of Baltimore in 1927 and turned into a museum and historic shrine by 1929, when the Star-Spangled Banner Flag House Association was founded. Its 1793 appearance was restored in the 1930s and again in the 1950s under Mayor D'Alessandro, who also turned nearby buildings into exhibition space. The house's standing as a site of national significance was solidified in 1969 when it was designated a National Historic Landmark. Today, guests can explore the Flag House's painstakingly restored early 19th century interiors, take in displays about the War of 1812 and Pickersgill's workshop, and take advantage of a contemporary rear wing gallery, orientation theaters, a gift shop, and meeting rooms. The addition offers visitors an immersive experience with a striking 30 by 42 foot colored glass flag wall that pays vivid homage to the original Garrison banner. Although the Smithsonian houses the original Star-Spangled Banner, the Flag House provides an insightful place to learn about the flag's history, the varied individuals who created it, and its lasting significance in American culture.
All right, we just took an Uber down here because it's quite a ways. But this is the horse you rode in on Saloon.
Yes.
It's supposed to be the last known place that Edgar Allan Poe went and got a drink before he was found mysteriously disposed of.
Now there's also other people who say that's absolutely a downright lie.
Yeah.
I'm kind of leaning towards that direction because this is in the complete opposite end of town than his house. I would think it would be a long way to get here.
It's kind of, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's hard to say.
The roads are still brick.
Yeah, brick roads. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. We'll go see if it's open. I don't know if it is or not. Don't look like it is, but we had to come down here.
That's right, because there's a ton of paranormal claims here.
Yeah.
Is this the street? Are you trying to catch Edgar?
Oh, this is the street that Edgar allegedly walked on.
And he allegedly walks still today.
Yeah. So this is just down from the
Horse who rode in on Saloon.
big shopping area, so to speak.
Yeah. Not get him to come.
What is it?
This area is called Fells Point.
Fells Point?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to have to try to get an Uber to get to our next one.
We'll go down there and take a picture of that sign, see what that historical marker says.
All right.
And we'll get it.
Mary Ann sees a historical marker. We got to go check it out. Historical placard. She will find. Okay. Colonial Maritime Community established 1726 by William Fell, shipbuilder. I think that's why they call it Fells Point.
Yes, yes, I do.
Oh, look at that building. That's pretty cool. Admiral's Cup. Love those lanterns. I'll probably go back home and look at this and I'll be there are all kinds of paranormal claims at this place. Hey, look, there we are. Alright, so that was just kind of getting around Baltimore a little bit, some of the different places we had to go to.
Just a couple of spots that we wanted to see.
Yeah, different things that we saw and
Some things along the way.
Alright, anything else you want to add to this video?
It's a warm day.
Yeah, it's very warm. There we go, that's better.
Much better.
Alright folks, till next time,
Thanks for watching.
and happy hunting.
Let us know if you like this video by hitting that thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to see more videos from us in the future, support our channel by hitting that subscribe button and dinging that bell so you get notified the next time there's a video from Panic D Videos.
Thanks for watching.
Happy hunting!